Hi Gemini, it's Sloan Rose here with your spiritual guidance for life, purpose, career, and money reading for April 2020, or whenever you happen to be watching or listening to this recording. Just a reminder, Gemini, that all of my YouTube videos are available in audio format, and there are links below so you can listen to it as well as watch it here on YouTube. And I have already released the general spiritual guidance video I'm recording for the month of April. It's available, up and available. Okay, so today, Gemini, beautiful air sign, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm drawing from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. One card from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. 3 cards from the Archangel Power Tarot. 1 card from the Money Tarot by Eugene Vinitsky. And then taking a peek at what's going on behind the scenes, 1 card from the Tarot of the New Vision. Let's go ahead and get started for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Beautiful air sign. I also have some meditations up here. There's a playlist here on YouTube, and then they're available for download from SoundCloud. There are links below for free, in case anyone would like to listen to a meditation recording. Okay, Gemini, here we go. Welcome to planet Earth. You are here to seek joy. And then we have, my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. Just be careful of where you focus your attention here, Gemini. I love this. I've never seen this card before. Welcome to planet Earth. You are here to seek joy. There's one particular Gemini that I know that often thinks that, I often feel like she's definitely been on other planets before she came to planet Earth. Okay, so you're here to seek joy, right? What does that feel like for you, Gemini? What does it feel like to just know that you are here, that you don't even have to seek it, but you can open up to it? Be joyful in the moment. Be joyful with the experiences that you are having. Even when they're not, your preference, you can still connect to the joy of being on planet Earth. Like you've been on other planets, welcome to this planet, welcome to planet Earth. You're here to seek joy. You're here to open up to and have experiences of joy. You don't have to suffer. What would that feel like if you really believed that, if you really felt that, How relieving that would feel. How unencumbered you would feel by burdens and guilt and whatever you feel. And then under the deck, my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. Do your best to focus away from the things that make you sad or make you stressed. Now, it's easy to say, and the ego is no joke. When we are caught up in the ego and we are going down that dark, dark tunnel of pain and suffering that is so familiar to the mind, the familiar patterning of suffering, and I can say to you, focus on the good. It's no joke. It's not easy. But when you can, as often as you can, turn your attention to the things that you do have that bring you some level of peace, joy. Focus on appreciation for the things that make you feel good. When you can, as often as you can. We have to be real when it comes to working with our ego, working with the mind's thoughts that seem so real, that create so many stressful occurrences, that create all that adrenaline, that raise our cortisol levels. All of those stressful thoughts, all generated by the ego. Yes, it occurs. But when we can, getting out of that. At some point, it's almost like sometimes we get caught up in a big wave, and at some point it throws us back on the beach, and we kind of like that, And then you can ground yourself. Say, yes, I'm on planet Earth. That was the ego, that was the density. And I can also know that as part of being in this experience here on Earth, there is great joy. I can turn my attention to that as often as I can, whenever I can, in the moment. Let's get some additional cards for you. Let's get your life purpose card. You can even see with this card, my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. Like it's a nosedive down. Bring up as often as you can, whenever you can. You're an air sign. You have a very agile mind. Tread lightly. Hopscotch around until you find that center point where you do feel, you land on that, like hopscotch, you land on that square that feels centered, where you feel solid, where you feel like, yes, from here I can appreciate, you know. This one feels stressful, kind of like your thoughts, you know. This one feels good. Spend some time on that one. But again, be easy with yourself, be kind with yourself, because always, of course, but it's no joke, you know, when we get caught up in our thoughts. Sometimes we feel physically sick, we can actually get ill. Here we go. You're on the right path. Beautiful. Justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Well, as I mentioned, Geminis have a very agile mind, very glib, quicksilver tongue. You're ruled by Mercury. You can see both sides of the situation. So what I mean to say is that many Geminis, if they're not in law, would certainly be good lawyers, right? And that may be something that you, if you're not in the legal profession, that you do seek out a career where you can be more fair and just with others. Or you bring that sense of fairness and justice to your experiences through your career or your sense of purpose in the world. So under the deck, it could also be that there's a legal situation that's pending here, or that you've just recently had a lawsuit or something like that that is present for you during this time frame. Okay, so we have you're on the right path. These are both very connected to you being on the right path. This, whatever this is, it was a legal situation. It had to happen to help you get here, right? Even though maybe it wasn't your preference. And or maybe someone treated you fairly or in a just way. Or maybe you've been in the legal profession and now you're getting out. Either way, or you're just, you know, whatever this is with the Justice card, it's helped you. You are on the right path and very beautifully going out into what we would perceive as the future here. Keep doing what you're doing, Gemini, because it's working. Very spiritual feel with those colors as well. Really, really beautiful heart-centered pink energy as well. Lovely, lovely. Welcome to planet Earth. You know, you are here to seek joy. You're here to open up to more joyful experiences. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, Gemini. Okay, let's get some additional cards. It's going to vary for everybody what the Justice card means. It's a general reading. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, here we go. Six of Raphael, the World, and the Eight of Ariel in reverse. Then we have the Knight of Raphael under the deck. And Cups energy, Knight of Cups under the deck. Could be a water sign. In the past, that person would have, it was an individual and it's under the deck. Here I would say, if we consider it as being in the past, with it being under the deck, it's an individual who spoke very pretty words, promised a lot of things, but maybe they weren't a loyal employee, maybe they weren't particularly sincere boss, this kind of thing. Okay, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but it is there. Could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay, so we have the Six of Raphael here, and it could be that children have really been playing a big part of your sense of career, your sense of purpose in the world, your career during this time frame, or maybe even in the recent past. It could be that also that you were thinking back with a sense of nostalgia about something that you wanted to do, right? But it's a heart-centered. It's like you feel good about it. So you may have been spending some time thinking about the past in a kind of a sweetly reminiscent and nostalgic way. It can also be, of course, this idea about children being very present for you in some way. All right, so but beautiful energy right in the center. We have the World. You're on the right path. Even these are very congruent in terms of their schematics here. So, especially with color. The World, leveling up, right? Getting to the next level. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, and we have the World. Lovely, lovely energy. We do have the Eight of Ariel in reverse here, so kind of as we approach the end of this time frame, or just kind of throughout influencing here, it may be too that because you're leveling up, because you are approaching the culmination of something that you've been working on, the text on the card, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. I told you, a very spiritual feel. With the Eight of Ariel, it may be kind of obscuring what you do next. Like you know that you're supposed to do something next, like you feel it, like you know that you're coming to the end of a cycle here, in a way that pushes you or allows you to go to level up, I would say. But with the Eight of Ariel, there's this feeling of, I don't know what to do next. I'm not sure how my skill set is going to be utilized next. I'm not sure how to utilize what I have to offer in a way that is progressional, in a way that people can appreciate, this kind of thing. That's okay. Everything is going well for you. You're here to seek joy. Remember that. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. We have Justice here as well. So really nice cards for you here, Gemini. Don't worry so much about the details. They will work themselves out. It's all going to work out. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's take a peek at your money, and then we're going to work to close out your reading. So it looks like around your career, your sense of purpose in the world, there is that sense of fullness. There is that sense of like, you know what, I'm going to be able to complete this in a way that feels good to me, and move forward, right? It may even be that you were able to close out something, a cycle from the past with the Six of Raphael there, the Six of Cups, that was problematic in the past, but you're able to close it out, to transcend it, to transmute it into something new, let's say. But it was never able to have been done in the past for whatever reason. You'll know what it means for you. Everyone has a different sense of purpose. Everyone has a different career. This is the general reading. And the details are not yet clear to you, maybe frustrating, but that's okay. They will reveal themselves. The way that you take what you've learned and done and are working on and creating for yourself now will be of use in the world. Don't worry, it will reveal itself. You just don't know yet how to play it out yet or how to do it. It's okay. I feel like you've developed kind of like a new skill set in some way, or you've opened up to it, or whatever this thing that is completing that may have come back from the past and is now finally able to reach completion. It does create, again, transmutes into something new, and the details of how it will be will reveal themselves. Okay, let's take a peek at your money. Gemini, Sun, and Rising. We do have a focus here on the world, on planet Earth, so there may even be a desire to do something that is more global in focus for some of you. You know, social justice on a global scale, looking at all communities, this kind of thing. We also have that Six of Raphael, and I do feel like there's some difficulties that have been overcome during this time frame. We're working towards completion. Okay, let's take a look at the money. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups under the deck. So around your money, there may have been some loss financially for you in the recent past, or maybe during this time frame. It is under the deck, so it's not the main focus. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm offering you a spiritual perspective. So I'm not sure what that's about for you. Maybe things didn't work out quite the way you had hoped for financially, or maybe with everything that's going on right now in the world, it may have affected your finances and you feel a bit of loss or sorrow. But we do have with the Four of Wands the preparation for something new here. Again, we have the World. So really nice energy of indicating that you are on the right path and with your money, you know, talking about how to spend it, what you're going to do with it, having it available to create something with it, in process of working towards something with it. So maybe that you're in talks with like a spouse or a business partner, or maybe you're just doing it yourself, like, okay, how do I prepare for the next step? Because we do have this kind of feel here of completion. We also have two fives, which indicates that change energy. Yeah, your money looks good, but there was some kind of, under the deck here with the Five of Cups, some sort of feeling within you around money of sorrow or loss, or I'm not sure what that's about for you, but it's most likely connected somehow to all the things that are happening financially in the world. All right. Excuse me, Gemini. Let's get one more card. Wow, the Tower card just was like in my face just then. Let's look at what's going on behind the scenes for Gemini, and then I'm going to close out your reading. Listen to your Sun, Moon, Rising readings as well if you want additional clarity, or just your general spiritual guidance reading for the month. What's going on behind the scenes for Gemini? The text from the Six of Raphael in this deck is embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, and children or childhood. Strength under the deck, and the Knight of Pentacles. Or not under the deck, strength is what's going on behind the scenes, and the Knight of Pentacles. Could be an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, who's back in there. Slowly helping you build your money, or is somehow around your money. And then we have strength, right? What's going on behind the scenes? You are working to regain strength, to come from a place of financial power, of career power, of a sense of purpose in the world, where you feel powerful, where you feel liked, where you feel appreciated, right? What's going on sort of back there, behind it all, sort of in the unconscious, in the ethers back there. It could also be that there is a Leo individual who's strongly influencing you, and it could be that maybe you have a Leo rising or something like that. wanting to display themselves more, right? Wanting to be valued, appreciated, and seen in the spotlight. And with the 8 of Ariel, you're not in the spotlight right here. You're not getting the accolades, and that's okay. It's as it should be because you are changing here. You're on the right path. But with this sort of behind closed doors kind of feel, part of what has been driving you or is affecting you or influencing you in some way is that desire to be seen, right? And come from a place of strength, to be seen as strong by yourself and others. So, but then we also have that slow-moving building of financial wealth here, very, very slow-moving. Again, it could be an earth sign of Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn who's somehow involved in your world right here. Okay, there's your reading. I hope that you find it helpful, Gemini. And I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you next time. Much love to you.